Hi everyone, welcome to another webisode of The Good Doctor on eZeLiving.com. Today I'm in the company of Dr. Rhea Jones from the Health Bay Polyclinic, and today's topic of conversation is about, believe it or not, headache. We all get them, but we just don't know where it comes from. Welcome to the program.
Hi.
Where does a headache come from?
Well, there's multiple types of headaches, so it depends really what type we're talking about. First of all, we need to just talk about serious headaches. And they're very rare, but they're obviously very important not to miss. So if you're somebody that has a new headache, not like anything you've had before, if you're vomiting, if it's very severe and it's constant and getting worse, or if you're drowsy with it, or somebody notices a change in your behaviour, these are serious symptoms and you see a doctor immediately. Otherwise, if you don't have these symptoms and you know it's a headache you've had before, or it's a headache whilst it's uncomfortable, you can carry on doing what you need to do, like your job or look after your family, then it's most likely to be what we call a tension headache. Now,
does the location, the part of our head, does that also determine the severity of a headache? So if it's a headache in the forehead, is that a different kind of headache that can be relieved quickly versus one that's in your migraine areas? Or
so the location normally isn't that important.
Okay.
Often tension headaches are a band, a tight band across the front of your head.
Okay.
But they can be at the back, the side, but the location isn't that important.
Okay. What do? We have a headache, it's caused as a result of stress, or if you're driving in traffic, or you've had a bad day at work, or the kids have just been screaming and shouting. How can we get rid of it? Through non-medication methods and with medication methods?
So the most important thing is to try and identify and avoid the trigger. So if it is a lack of sleep, if you're run down, if you're stressed, if you've got a virus, then trying to avoid those triggers. Otherwise, if you've still got your headache, things to think about are you getting 8 hours sleep? Are you drinking 2 litres of water a day, and trying to make a big effort to do that? Another thing I often tell patients is to trial completely avoiding caffeine just for a week or two, and that includes tea, coffee, fizzy drinks and chocolate. And then just general kind of healthy lifestyle factors, so trying to eat a reasonable diet, trying to take up a bit of exercise. All these simple things can often really reduce your headaches.
Identifying the cause. It could be in what we eat.
Yeah.
It could be in the level of stress in our workplace or our environment. And you said it could be as a result of lack of sleep.
Yeah, lack of sleep. If you're tired, if you're run down, yeah.
It plays a role.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot of evidence that we should be getting at least 8 hours a night to fully function to our maximum capacity.
What does a headache tell us about the state of our wellness, of our being?
You know, it depends the type of headache. If it's a tension headache, it probably just means you're a bit run down. It doesn't mean that anything terrible is going on in your body, so you don't need to worry too much. Okay.
And if it's a serious headache, it's consistent, it happens frequently, it wears you down, it completely debilitates you, what about that?
Then you need to see a doctor. Okay. There are lots of causes for serious headaches. And then the other big type of headache is migraines, which can be quite severe, and you can even get vomiting with migraines, and often you have to take to bed. But if you, for instance, if you have migraines, see a doctor, because there's specific medications that we give for migraines, for instance, but they're only on prescription.
Over-the-counter pills for the stress headaches, what would you recommend?
So first line, I always recommend paracetamol. So common brand around is Panadol. If that's not enough, then you can add in ibuprofen, and the common brand is Nurofen, often in the shops. So those two things together are quite good. If you've still got headaches and it's inadequate, then you probably need to see your doctor, go through things more thoroughly, and obviously they can prescribe stronger drugs if you need them.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for this insightful information. You've just heard it. If you are having mild headaches, look to see what's triggering it and get yourself out of that situation. Change your diet, sleep, and nutrition. What you eat, what you drink has an effect on it, and make sure you drink lots of water. Thank you very much for this insightful information. For everyone and anyone who's got any thoughts, comments, or questions about this webisode, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching The Good Doctor on eZeLiving.com, where you can find anything and everything lifestyle.